Hello, students. Let's continue with understanding how to go about carrying out our principle of business SBA. For this video, we're going to talk about methodology. What do you do in this step? What exactly do you have to get on paper in this step? So in your methodology, you're discussing how it is that you're going to go about or you went about carrying out your investigation. Now remember, you already have your topic selected, you established the objectives of your research, and you gave me a bit of a background information. Yes? So you already setting out your objectives. You know what it is you want to accomplish. In the methodology step here is where you are going to select the best tools to get that information. Okay, so what is it that you're going to do? Now, in your studies, remember when we spoke about research, right? We have different sources. We have different types of research that we can do. We can do primary data collection. We can do secondary data collection. All right. So you have options available to you. You may choose to use a questionnaire because you need to reach a large amount of persons. You may choose to do an interview with the manager of the business of that department that you're working on. You may need to do observation. You may, in setting up your appointment while you're waiting on the manager, you observe what is taking place in the business to help you draw your conclusions, help you when you're doing your analysis. You may need to request financial documents that you can have access to. You're going to request financial documents that you're going to peruse. So exactly how are you going to go about doing that? This is what you discuss here. So the first step, you're going to describe your data collection instrument. Questionnaire, describe it, what it is, what's about. Interview, same. Now here is really theory, right? Because you're also going to tell me the advantages, the benefits of using such a data collection instrument. So in essence, it's theory that you're going to present to me at this stage. You're describing the instrument that you're using and you are telling me the benefits. Justify using it. Why is that the best option? Or why are those the best options? Because you must have at least two. And my students, I ask for minimum 3. Yes? So, why was it the best options for you to use? Right? Now, after you describe that, you're going to describe now your process, your method of data collection. What is this? How you went about getting the information. So, interviews. You made a phone call or you wrote a letter to request that meeting. You got to the meeting. It was postponed for another week. Tell me, how did it occur? What happened? Your question is, what did you do? You stood outside of the business place and every 5th person that walked in, you presented them with a questionnaire. How did you go about getting your information? You describe it in detail, please. All right? So, backing up again. Describe your data collection instrument and justify it. Then you're going to describe the data collection process. The method. What did you do? How you went about doing it. Details here. After you do that for me, you are going to discuss the limitations you had. What problems did you have in going about finding the information? You were not able to access the manager as often as you wanted, or you had difficulties in getting the employees to return the questionnaire paper. What trouble did you have in going about doing that investigation? Maybe in the questionnaire phase or in the interview, based on certain questions, you got a feeling that it was not being handled as honestly, especially if based on what you saw in the financial records, it says contrary. So what problems did you have? Now, in our time frame right now, most of us have a limitation that we can discuss. COVID. right? Because a lot of the country was in lockdown for a period of time, and even after we opened back up, a lot of us were very hesitant, very fearful of speaking to the random stranger on the street. So that was an issue for us, health and safety. And so some of us resorted to distributing questionnaires via email or Google Docs, or whatever it is we did. So describe the problems that you had, discuss the limitations of your data collection process, and tell me what you did to rectify it, to make it better, to get your information. This is in a nutshell what you have to contemplate here in the methodology section of the SBA. Again, let's take it from the top. Gonna make sure we know what we have to do. Yes? Describe your data collection instrument and justify using it. Describe your data collection process and describe the limitations that you have as well as how you solve them. Okay? Good luck. Keep working.